Good morning, children. Children, today we are going to start with the first chapter of your book in history, which is the beginning of the modern world. Okay, this is the first chapter that we are going to do in the second term. Okay, as a part of your Unit Test 2 syllabus. Children, when we talk about history, now history in most countries it is classified into three periods, which is the ancient period, medieval period, and the modern period. Okay, and when changes occur in a country, okay, when there are events which are why this classification has been done. This classification of the period of ancient and medieval and modern is done to bring a sense of order and continuity in the events which happened in a country. So in order to understand how things went in the past, we have divided our history into three periods. Okay, the ancient period, the medieval, which is the middle period, and the modern period. Now whenever there is a turning point in one period, like there is one point of event, or you can say there are certain events which lead to the change from one period to another. Now for every country, these periods will be different. Like if you talk about Europe, the modern period in Europe started in the 15th century, whereas in India, for India, it started after the Britishers ruled and came to our country and ruled our country. So in India, the modern history or the modern period started somewhere in the mid 18th century. So we were really back, we were lagging behind the Europeans in terms of modernization. Now, what are the features of modernization? What are the what are the characteristics of a modern country? When we say that there is modernization in this country, like I told you that in India, modernization started when Britishers came and settled. Like the earlier invaders who came before the Britishers, they settled in India and they gelled up with the Indian rulers, and they became a part of India only. But the difference between the other invaders and the Britishers were that the Britishers did not. They had an alien rule. We were subjected to an alien rule, and the Britishers, they did not adapt the Indian way of life. Okay, so the different features which led to the modernization, or we can say that if we want to know whether a place or a country is in the modern era, these all are the features which will tell us whether modernization is there or not. Means the level of urbanization, means people living in the urban areas, then democratic institutions, then technological advancements, industrialization should be there, then civil liberties and humanism. All these things are the features of modernization. Okay, so the modern period, like in India, all these things are there, so we can say that we are into the modern period of history. Okay, then when we talk about the information, like from where do we get the information about the history and uh, the materials, the source materials, they are divided into two, that is the primary and the secondary. Okay, now these source materials, they help us to understand the period which has already gone with great deal of accuracy. We can draw conclusions, we can learn about the lifestyle of people who were there in the past. We can also learn about their civilization and like that. So the source materials are divided into two parts: primary source materials and secondary source materials. Now, many of the primary sources have been preserved in the archives and the museums, and they include the original documents like British official records. If that register is still preserved in some museum, which tells us about how Britishers used to administer. Then literary works like accounts of European residents, visitors, and Indian officials, novels, plays, short stories, and poems written by British and Indian authors of that period. So all the literary works are also included in the primary sources. Then historical works and artistic works like paintings, sketchings, they also tell about engravings and drawings. They also tell us about the life, or how what kind of era it was in the past. Photographs, audio cassettes, videotapes, newspapers in English and Hindi, in English and other Indian languages. Then archaeological remains like the monuments. Now the monuments are also a primary source material of information for us for us when we read the history or study history. Why? Because we come to know what kind of advancement or what kind of knowledge did the earlier people have. Okay, so these are all, basically you will find it in your book also. There are a number of primary sources which you can read from your book. Then we come to the secondary source material. Secondary source materials include the books, the reviews, and reports, articles written by historians and other scholars who study and research the primary source material. So why it is called secondary? Because those people who study all the primary sources, they make their own articles, they make their own books, reports. So the evidences, no, they study the evidences which are there in the primary sources, and then they draw their conclusion. So these all will be are included in the secondary sources. Okay, so since the modern age in India began with the advent of the British rule, the roots of transition from medieval to modern must be traced to Europe. So now children, in the next video I will be talking about the modern period in Europe. Thank you.